The Salah saga interview continues, and a lot of people think Salah needs to apologize. But when it comes to my side, I don't think Salah needs to apologize. I have my own reason that I'm going to tell you later on why I don't think Salah doesn't need to apologize. Because a lot of people are looking at this from the club side of view things. And I mean, I understand this idea coming from. Because think about it, if a player that you trust so much to give you the good work and he has been giving you all this work all these years, obviously it's a thing of you don't expect him to think he's bigger than the club. So there is no such a thing, according to most of the fans. So I understand where he's coming from with that. But when you look at it on the other side, you must also need to understand where Salah is coming from. So why are we all here? Because this problem started when Liverpool started losing their matches, and then whenever the team is losing their matches, the fingers starts rolling around, and then they're looking for the person that they can point to, and then the blame goes to that person. And that's what Salah felt like. The team was just putting him under the bus, and someone at Liverpool wanted him gone because he was there. But then people are looking at this just up top. No one is looking at this where it actually started. Think about it. When Liverpool started losing the matches and everyone started saying, I think maybe Salah needs to do more, it was a thing that's because Salah is been the guy that's saved them most of the time, that delivers all the time. But think about a team that has a new coach that won last year, and now all the talks that people were saying that Slot took over the club system and then was used it to win the league, I didn't want to entertain that season because I was thought it was so a disrespect to Slots for winning the league that people didn't think it actually has got to win it. But now, what was happening in the beginning of the season, they won 5 straight games in the Premier League. I was not convinced, like I've been saying in my previous videos, if you've been watching the channel, that I wasn't convinced that these guys are going to continue win, even though we're like, this is how the champion responds. But after they started losing, that's where the problem started. Because first of all, if you look at it, that's where actually Slot was starting to implement his own style, because he spent like 450 million trying to bring back all the guys. And now people are saying that Salah is a problem because he doesn't track back. So let's talk about this. If you remember last season and the previous season, Salah has been playing with Alexander Trent on that other side, which is Alexander Trent will be always the guy that's feeding Salah with the balls, the through ball, and Salah go and score. But one thing is, Salah wasn't tracking back. I don't know why everyone now all of a sudden wants Salah to track back, like for what? Because I don't think the guy ever tracked back since he signed for Liverpool, because his job is to score goals. And then you give that exception to him because you're like, you know what? For the job that you're putting in the club, you need some of the free roll in terms of like, you don't have to track back, but you can. Not like he was just standing when Liverpool is being attacked. He's the guy that was also will do something. But the thing is, people now are acting like this guy is actually a guy that's just stand and puts his hand on like shoulders or something just to make sure that he doesn't mark. But my thing is, they're looking at it the wrong way. When Salah was there all these years not tracking back, they had Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is also not good enough in terms of defense. But guess what? Klopp made it work. Think about Alexander Trent, that this guy actually wasn't really good enough in terms, and now he's still not good enough as a defender. He's good enough as a forward player, but Klopp made that thing work while Salah wasn't coming back to cover for Trent, but that thing was working. My thing is, Slot needs to come up with a solution that will make Salah shine, unless he decided that Salah is not the guy that he want to continue with, which is fair because the guy is old. He's going to be out of the team soon. But my thing is, a lot of people after Salah came out and said what he said, they want Salah to apologize, which I don't think it's a good thing for him to apologize, because first of all is, think about this. If he apologizes, do you believe that now the things that he said in the interview doesn't mean them? I mean, there is no way it doesn't mean those things he said in the interview. He's a human being and he's got emotions. And then secondly, people don't understand how it feels like to be the top guy and then feel disrespected. For me, I feel like he felt disrespected in terms of when he was on the bench, he wasn't even looked at in terms of looking at a guy that will come in and change the game. They were not looking at him, not once, not twice, but 3 games in a row. I mean, also if I've been making sure that I'm putting this club first, scoring all the goals, and then all of a sudden no one wants me, I think I will have a problem with that. But I'm not sure if I will handle the way he handled. But I mean, this is the time where you realize that I will have a problem with that. Maybe I'll probably say something to the coach. And then he mentioned something like he doesn't have a relationship with the coach. And I mean, that's a huge thing, because as a coach, you need to win your dressing room. But if a star player like Salah doesn't have a relationship with you, all of a sudden, what does that mean for you? You go out as well, Slot, because when they were going to play Champions League Inter Milan, he actually responded and said he doesn't want to feel disrespected. That's why he punished Salah by leaving Salah alone. He continues also on the other side, posting things on Instagram just to show that he was alone at Liverpool. But then my thing is, as this thing just going out of hand and people are not talking about it, and I think it's one of the things that they need to look at and try to solve. But now, what is the solution? Going into January, Salah is out going to play for Egypt in the AFCON, but he's going to come back to Liverpool. And I mean, when he comes back to Liverpool, what is going to happen? What is Slot is preparing to do? There's two things that's going to happen. If Slot continues to lose, he's probably going to lose his job. But if he's trying to win some of the games now, he's going to stay at Liverpool. And I mean, who are they going to prioritize, Slot or Salah? And I mean, the problem with Slot is when he's trying to implement his system, it really doesn't work. He spent a lot of money and all these big signing players are really not performing the way he wanted. And now the thing is, they're looking at Salah. And Salah, I'm sure he was thinking, why Konate is not being dropped? Why Gakpo is not being dropped? Like, there were a lot of people that are not playing well in that Liverpool team, but he felt like he was the one that was being blamed for not the team to win. Think about it. In the first game when they were playing Bournemouth, those guys were leading 2-0. And guess what? The defense did all that by himself when they were like, you know what, we're going to give Bournemouth a chance to come and equalize. Same thing against Leeds, 2-0 up, and then they let the 2 goals, and then it was 2-2, 2-3. And it's just a problem. And I mean, there's a lot of problem in a team that you can just blame it to one person. And I think Mo Salah doesn't need to apologize, because at the end of the day, the things that he came out to say are the things that he believes. And I mean, he's only going to change those things if he see the change within the club and between him and Coach Slot. Other than that, I don't think those changes will change. This is how I feel as a human being. And I mean, even if people are saying you as good as your last performance, I think some of the players that are legends, they need to be taken care of. You need to respect them, because to tell you the truth, I don't see Liverpool winning all the trophies they won without Salah. These guys will still be struggling if Salah didn't come. Because if people are arguing with me, there's a comment down below. You can say your say and tell me what you think about this thing. But if I'm minusing Salah's goal and assist, and then we do the calculation, I don't think we can find the Liverpool that is winning Champions League, the League, FA Cup, like all these cups that they won. So I don't think Salah deserved the disrespect that he felt. And also, I know where people are coming from about the Salah saga interview. But then, if you have a lot of things to say about this conversation as it's still going, people are talking about it, you can say, make your say on the comment, click that bell and like, and then make sure that you keep on watching the videos, because I'll see you on the next one.